time for the ride home in ENC.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
This is your 5 o'clock drive with Patrick Johnson.
Holy mackerel!
More news, more interviews, more ECU stories than you can shake a stick at. Hey, stop shaking that stick. This is the Patrick Johnson Show.
Pirates win! Pirates win!
On 94.3 The Game.
Alrighty. Welcome in, everybody. I'm seeing some sunshine now. Oh, it's kind of brightened my mood, Pilk.
That vitamin D is a big thing, PJ.
God, it just has brought me back after kind of a blasé sort of day. I was paying attention to the weather a lot, and I haven't paid as much attention to it lately. And you hear that going over the house? And I thought to myself, I sort of I need to know what's going, because for some reason I think it's going to be sunny, and it's not. It's cloudy, and now that I see some sunshine, I'm uplifted. I'm uplifted, baby. Uplifted. We've made an executive decision here at the Patrick Johnson Show, and we've rarely done this. We've done excerpts from the Coach's Show, which I'm privileged and blessed to host. We had such a wonderful crowd last night at Inside Pirate Athletics. Everybody is always very, very enthusiastic, especially when football is playing exciting and winning. And I mean, there's a lot of excitement. And I do believe this, and we're going to have Blake Harrell on today too. It'll be part of our Harrell Huddle. Henry Hinton will join us, and we'll do that. But I think a lot of people like Blake Harrell, and it's not like, oh, gosh, we like Blake. No, they genuinely like the guy because he's a great, great guy. Like, you could be buddies with Blake Harrell. I consider Blake Harrell a buddy because he's just that good of a guy. Awesome guy. Somebody asks you how you're doing, Pilk, they mean it if it's Blake Harrell.
He does.
He wants to know truly how you're doing.
It's funny, and I'm not trying to put down the other coaches by any means. I do like them, but I'm about to say something, and I hope I'm not telling tales out of school, but I've asked a handful of former ECU football players, just in guys I'm friends with, in casual conversation, if you could have a beer with any one of the ECU football coaches you played under, who would it be? Do you know what the unanimous answer is?
Blake Harrell.
Blake Harrell. They love him.
Yeah.
He is the, and when I say this word here, I don't want it to mean it like in a bad way, in a bland way. He is the most normal guy to ever be a football coach. Like, he's an everyday, genuinely good father, person, human being that just happens to be a damn good football coach.
I go back to this, too. Blake is the guy who judged the chili cook-off at his church in Winterville. I mean, there aren't a lot of D1 coaches. Brian Kelly, when he's not admonishing reporters, is not going to do the church chili cook-off. Dabo, when he's not sad, slack-jawed, sad-faced. Oh, and I like Dabo. Oh, guess old Dabo ain't won enough, like he was doing today. He ain't judging the chili cook-off. It's Blake Harrell, baby. So anyway, Blake Harrell coming up in just a little bit. The other thing that we're going to do, I go back to Inside Pirate Athletics, which is just a joy to do. I think a lot of people showed up because they were excited about the win against Coastal, and they also were excited about Coach Harrell and this team. We interviewed Mike Wright last night on the show. Now, you hear guys talk about teammates and people all the time, Pilk. Mike Wright was better than advertised. It felt like we talked to him for 20 minutes, and it was less than 10 minutes. I think we ought to have him on this show one day just for the hour. Unreal. And so we're going to play that interview in its entirety, courtesy of the ECU Sports Network and Inside Pirate Athletics, on the show today, because it's just that good. He's that engaging of a person, and he amazed. I mean, you'll learn stuff in this interview that I don't think a lot of people know, and it's really pretty cool. So that's what we're going to do today. So that's our deal, Pilk. Anything that we need to know? We're about to do the top five.
Yeah.
I got some blowback yesterday because we did not do the top 5 in the first segment. We saved it for a little later in the show, which we've done before.
Did B-Baby get mad?
No, this was some other blowback. A lot of people like this top 5 concept that I
You did.
Uncle P Mania has come up with.
PJ, I will say, so PJ called me up about a week before the show started back, and he said, I like that we do an update, but let's find a way to do the update in a more fun way. And I've got this idea. And he laid it out the exact way we've been doing it, word for word, and it's been great. So it is all credit to PJ.
As we know, Pilk, there's no off position on the Genius Switch. Just so you know that. There's no off position on the Genius Switch. All right, time for the top 5 to start things here.
This may very well be our last mission. Let's make it count.
This is the Patrick Johnson Show on 94.3 The Game.
It's impossible.
Now some stories you may have heard.
You ready?
Or catch it for the first time. This is your 5 at 5 with the P-Man.
Wait a second.
Number one.
I did not drink coffee this Saturday. This is not on the top 5. I needed to pick me up right before the show because the turnaround from doing the show and you come down off the show, and I couldn't get out of there last night because everybody was talking to me and all that, which was great. I mean, I enjoyed it. I don't want you to think I did not, but I also knew I had a trek ahead of me because I was coming back to the Working Man's Beach after the show, and that's a trek. That's a pretty good little haul. Those miles are real. And then you come back and you're still kind of keyed up and all this. And I had to make a stop. Actually made a couple stops on the way back. One thing didn't have what I needed. I could draw, I was going to pick up some scripts and, going to go. And it just turned into a fiasco. An absolute fiasco. So I slept fine, but I was like, okay, I got to be up for the show this afternoon because I did all my other things that I needed to do today. But I did not have coffee. I'm guzzling water on this new look EC weight loss. My new commitment to East Carolina weight loss. I'm guzzling the water.
Hey, it's good for you, man. It'll help. I know you might be a little tired, but
you can tell the difference.
Tonight. You're going to sleep
I'll
good
sleep
tonight.
like a baby tonight. All right, wait a minute. Let's do number 1. All right, number 1.
So number 2, since number 1 is Patrick's tired, that's the first story.
No. That's not number 1. I'm just making a little host chat, Pilk. This is the host chat segment of the show.
Well, the host chat bled into that is breaking news. Patrick didn't get his coffee. No. Number 1, I'm actually surprised Patrick's not in Greenville. I'm a little disappointed Patrick's not in Greenville for this. Volleyball will be in action tonight. First home match, only one out-of-conference match at home this season, and it's being played tonight, and you want to see a Pirates team play a Power 5 school, you don't have to wait till Saturday because they're hosting the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest, who are 4-4, by the way. Pirates 7-1.
Oh, okay. I called a Demon Deacons volleyball match late last season. They weren't real good. Now, they're 4-4, as you say, this year. The Pirates are 7-1. And, it's early, so it's hard to say. I hope some people will show up tonight. It's free to get in, 6 o'clock. I'll be checking it out perhaps on the Plus instead of working the game. I'm not upset about it or anything. I should be you're right. I should be there working the game. But I will say this, Pilk. They're giving away pizza to the students tonight that are going. Yes. So I think we need
Pilk
to
is
get
in
you
grad
out of here.
school.
Yes, yes, this is some grad level work you're doing here. So I think you need to go and get a little bit of the free pizza tonight that they're doing for the students. You can pull off a student.
I think the problem is the people who are handing it off probably know who I am. That's
then even better. They may hand you a piece. They may hand you a slice then.
I'm just feeling like Katie and Justin will be like, yeah, we know you're not a student. Sorry, buddy.
Just say, hey, look, they're not going to eat all this pizza. Let me have a slice. Come on now.
Yeah.
You know what? I've not had a pizza in forever. I wonder how I would react to said pizza. Do we have an intern in today, by the way? I see somebody who's in there with us?
Demetrius.
Oh, intern Demetrius. Well, hello to him as well. Yeah,
he nods and waves back.
Yeah,
Saying
good.
hello to the
So, I mean, you could always do that, Pilk. You and intern Demetrius could go and score you some free pizza tonight.
Might have to.
See, I haven't jumped into the volleyball prep yet with the Pirates, so I'm not really on top of them. I'm keeping up with the scores. I know Gilreath was a player or middle of the week or honorable mention.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm aware of that, but I just haven't dived into all of this as of yet.
Well, it won't take you long, PJ, because unfortunately, and this is not a knock on the team, I think we talked about yesterday, not a lot of depth. And that literally just is like there's only like 12 or 13 on the roster this year.
Yeah.
This is a year to be a little behind.
You like to have 16 or 17 typically on the roster.
Number 2.
How about that win last night for Tampa Bay, by the way?
Yeah.
How about that?
I know I had the Texans. Disappointing.
You were feeling good for a hot minute, weren't you?
I was texting Wag, giving him some crap. Wags, excuse me, giving some crap. Yeah.
Is he a Tampa Bay fan?
No, we're in a confidence level pick'em pool. You put 16 on your most confident game all the way down to 1. He had like 14 on Tampa. And I'm like, Wags, when they scored that touchdown. I'm like, it's coming back to bite you in the rear. And why are you putting 14 on a pick'em game? And sure enough, Bucks pulled it out for Wags.
By the way, I did other than the Panthers putting the screws to me, I did pretty well this weekend with the NFL.
Ooh, I did great with the Panthers. I said they were going to lose but cover. It was great.
I knew they were going to lose. I just didn't have them covering. All right. What do you got? Number 2.
Number 2, East Carolina has announced the men's out-of-conference basketball home start times. So all the home games are on ESPN Plus. We don't have tips for any of the road games yet. We told you about last week that tip-off they're playing on down in Florida. They've got the tip-off times for that. But due to all our home games being on ESPN Plus for out of conference, every game Monday through Friday, there is a Friday game in there. Make note of that. Will be at 7:00. There is one Saturday game, the 6th. That is the week of the conference championship games for football, but you got to remember it's a 4. But if the Pirates make the conference championship football, they play the night before, so no worries there. So it's going to be a 4 o'clock home game there against UNCG. The following Sunday, the 14th, 1 o'clock against Buffalo. The good news is the Panthers play at 4:25, so you won't miss the Panthers game. Actually, you probably wish the Panthers were playing at 1 o'clock. So
at that point, you'll want to miss the Panthers game. So I got a alert of this today. Grady Dillon told me, "Hey, we've released the times." I will be back calling the games this year on ESPN Plus. So let's go ahead and put that to rest. I'm excited about that. And as we have sort of danced around, I don't know if we've formally said, but Cy Seymour decided over the summer to retire. And I hate him. No, actually, you know what? I don't blame him because he lives on that side of New Bern where all the construction's going on. I wouldn't want to get in the New Bern construction to drive to a ball game. I got stuck in that Friday. It's a nightmare. This reminds me of when they were doing 40 in Raleigh down towards the beach, and I was living up there, and it was just brutal for years. You'd get bottlenecked in trying to get out of town in Raleigh, going to JoCo, or it was so bad.
It's terrible.
So bad.
I was going to the beach 2 weeks ago. So bad. I mean, it's just, I feel bad for the people in New Bern. I feel really bad for the businesses, not just the small businesses, but even ones that are, that are corporate with like franchisees. I mean, is this hurting, the local franchisees' McDonald's money? I mean,
clearly it is.
Clearly.
I was talking to somebody Friday night who their child goes to Havelock, and they had moved from basically the north to New Bern because as they put it, we wanted to get out of this kind of stuff, meaning endless construction on the roads. And lo and behold, what was our? Have we even done number 2 yet? What was the second thing?
This is number 2. Yes.
What was it?
The basketball.
I told you
I'm
loopy. Oh, the basketball.
Do we know who's replacing? And I'm not trying to get you to admit something that I even know. Do we know?
Brittany Hoyt, I know, will be with me on some. I'm not sure on some of the others. So.
Got you. I had not even been told yet. So sorry if I was trying to.
I've voiced my opinions on it, and we'll see. That's all I'm going to say.
Fingers crossed.
Well, I'm not hopeful, but anyway. See, I'm loopy, and you're going to get me to say crazy things today. All right, so that's look, and I think that, the time, as you say, 7 o'clock at night. One thing I will say about that Friday situation, you mentioned they play on a Friday, which is the 21st of November. They play at 7, but the women's education game is at 11 that day. So the great P-Man will be doing Education Day on TV.
Okay.
For women's basketball, and then come back that night and do the men's game. So in between, we'll do a Patrick Johnson show, or we'll set up and do one from the stadium or something.
We will. We will have to do that.
Yeah. And then we've also got football that night if Rose is still playing in the playoffs. So.
3.
Trace.
Well, I like you said Trace, because that's kind of close to Trey, which is number 3. Trey Savage. MLB debut last night. Did let up a run. I want to say maybe the first 2 batters were hits. He
settled in fine.
He settled in more than fine. Threw 5 innings, 9 strikeouts, 1 earned run, got the no decision in the extra innings win for the Blue Jays over the Tampa Bay Rays. That 9 strikeouts in an MLB debut, Blue Jays franchise record.
Trey Savage doing Trey Savage things.
At the highest level that you can do them.
Yeah. And, I was kind of thinking the other day, and I read that the 2024 draft pick, he was just drafted last year. It seems like it was longer ago than that for some reason, but it was not.
I know.
We just saw him 2 years ago on the Hill here.
We saw him 15 months ago on the Hill here.
Right. So, yeah. I mean, I also didn't realize what a year that the Blue Jays are having.
Yeah, they've had a rough last couple weeks, though. But the Sox and the Yankees can't be consistent enough to catch them right now.
But they're 5 clear of anybody in the AL East, right?
They are.
It's really crazy. So they're going to the playoffs.
Not officially, but yes, they will. Yeah, they're going.
I mean, more than likely they're going to the playoffs.
Yeah, but they're going to get swept by the Red Sox next week and lose the AL East, so.
Well, that's certainly an optimistic view on it, Pilk. I would hope the next one's baseball.
4.
The next one of these, we got a football one and then baseball. Do you want me to flip them around? Yeah, we'll stick to baseball.
Yeah, because we just talked to baseball.
I know. I just put them in here in the way that I found them.
Do you have a Savage statement or something? Do you have anything to? I know you gave the numbers, but
no. I mean, just heck of an outing.
Didn't he?
Glad his family got to be
miss? His family was there. That was great.
Coach Godwin was there.
Didn't he get to do a? Didn't he almost have the immaculate inning? But it was a bad call behind the plate.
I don't know. I didn't see that.
I believe I had seen that or read that, or maybe Igo sent it in a group text that for some reason I'm in, which I'll probably get eliminated from now. All right, faux. Let's do faux.
All right, sticking to baseball. Last night, the Philadelphia Phillies, with their win out in La La Land against the Dodgers, clinched the National League East. They're the first team in 2025 to clinch a division title. They will join the Milwaukee Brewers in the playoffs. There's the only 2 teams to have clinched. Obviously, 2 weeks plus now left week plus, left in the regular season for Major League Baseball.
Cubs' magic number is 3. That's all I care about, and that's to get into the postseason.
There you go, baby. Once you get there, anything can happen.
That's all I'm worried about. And I'm a little happier now, a little more confident because the Cubs are starting to play better now. They were dreadful after the All-Star break. They had about a month where nobody could hit. They were losing games left and right. Milwaukee got hot, surpassed them in the standings. And really for the last, I would say, month to 5 weeks, they've kind of righted the ship, and they're playing like they were kind of playing at the beginning of the year. So hopefully they're going to peak at the right time and go on a big run this October. That's what I'm hoping anyway.
I hope for you, buddy. Well, I hope for you to an extent. I'm thinking my team will be there too. So,
are you sure? Do you have cause to be that optimistic?
They should make it.
Okay, you're really optimistic.
I mean, right now they're the second wild card. They're like 4 games ahead of the first team out. I mean, if they play 500 baseball down these last 12 games, they should make it.
Okay.
They got the A's the next 3. Hopefully they can take care of some business against.
By the way, the thing last night with Savage, they were playing at Steinbrenner Stadium, as you know.
Yeah. Minor league ballpark,
which is
spring training ballpark.
Right. it's so weird to see that ballpark in the for a minute I was trying to figure out because I saw the picture this morning and I was like, where is it? Where are they playing?
I know, it's like, is this an old picture from when he was back in the minors? Like, look at the stadium.
And then I was like, but then I saw something the other day where somebody was playing at the A's, and I was like, where is this?
The A's are playing at the Giants AAA Park. Yeah.
Right, yeah. And I was like, where are they playing this game? What is this?
I'm just glad that, and I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm really not. But I'm glad that neither one of those teams are making the playoffs because neither of those teams should be allowed to host playoff games.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong?
You should want them to make the playoffs because that is the embarrassment that is baseball.
Okay,
that they cannot get their house in order. And anything that exposes baseball for the fact that Rob Manfred hates the game and it really has no control over anything and it succeeds on some level in spite of him is why you should be rooting for that kind of chaos. Pilk, you always got to root for chaos.
Okay, I can get behind that, and I can definitely get behind that with the A's. The Rays thing is a little unfortunate because it was the hurricane.
Well, the Rays is not any doing of their own.
Yeah.
The A's thing is what's embarrassing. The Rays thing, it's the best possible solution because of Mother Nature.
Yeah, it's no different than the Saints having to play at LSU and wherever else they played after Katrina. Yeah.
Right. You can't help that. Act of God kind of stuff.
5.
All right.
Number 5 is my computer turned off, and I've got to get it back open to tell you that the Panthers are so bad. They've signed a defensive player off the Bengals practice squad. Yeah, you heard me right. Linebacker. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to butcher this name. Amaya Njongameta.
Okay.
And he's a linebacker, and a center off the Ravens practice squad, Nick Samak. Those will fill out the 53-man roster for the Panthers now that Corbett and Hunt have been moved to the IR. Not bad they're signing a linebacker because those linebackers couldn't have played dead in a cowboy movie this past week when it came to covering basic, intermediate passing routes over the middle of the field.
You know, this is I think if not for the Bears, and the Saints. If not for the Bears and the Saints, this could be the worst roster in the NFL.
I don't think
it might still be.
Nah, the Bears probably have a better roster than the Panthers.
They're 0-2, Pilk, and they got
but they got like Roma Dunze, and they got DJ Moore, DeAndre Swift. Like that receiving core and running back will will to them to some wins. Like, do you think of other bad rosters? Like,
you think so? How many wins are they? How many wins do you think they're going to have?
I don't know. They'll have a handful,
especially in that division.
That's true. That division's brutal. But
yeah, I don't buy that. It's not a good roster.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Giants have a bad roster. Like I said, the Saints' roster's horrific.
Actually,
the Titans
you know what?
Have a bad roster.
The Giants fans I'm hearing from, and I have talked to, feel optimistic because they finally feel like there's a little bit of a direction there.
I think there's direction. I think they've got stars. They just have no pieces. Right? They got like 4 stars.
Right. Yeah.
League neighbors, baby, carrying me to the fantasy dub.
Panthers are that's a lousy roster. Would you agree?
Yeah, it's bad. You got
it's
Derek
among
Brown
the worst in the league.
You got Tet, and that's about it. J.C. Horn,
and people
when he's
are getting hurt. J.C. Horn is made of glass. He's fragile.
Yeah,
and it's unfortunate because he can play. All right, so Pilk, we did what I thought we would not do. We've killed a sufficient amount of time here on the show with the top 5 today.
We didn't kill it, man. Fun. We had fun. We embellished.
Well, no, it was good. It was fun. It was enjoyable. Yeah. So, what do we want to? I guess we'll do Blake Harrell and the Harrell Huddle here. I think Henry is standing by, so we don't want to make him wait. Gets a little grumpy if he doesn't have his tapioca pudding by 6, so we maybe can get him in and out. And then we'll play the Mike Wright interview for you later in the show because it's really good. So, all right, Blake Harrell joins us, the Harrell Huddle, when we come back.
The team of Flatlands Jessup is working overtime to help ensure that Eastern North Carolinians like you get the health insurance help you need this open enrollment period. New legislation passed meaning more people than ever qualify for affordable coverage. Let us help you today.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville. Do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
Big tax credits are back. Get a 30% tax credit, up to $2,000 off your new Mitsubishi electric heat pump install. Let Comfort Master help you take advantage of the tax credits with a qualifying Mitsubishi electric ducted heat pump or non-ducted Mitsubishi electric mini splits. Mitsubishi electric mini splits are ideal for bonus rooms, garages, or sunrooms. If you need a new HVAC unit, call Comfort Master today.
Call Comfort Master. Call Comfort Master.
You know what the problem is with standard belts? Usually you have to choose between too tight or the opposite, too loose. But with Anson Belt and Buckle, you don't have to choose. We got rid of the holes and instead have a track system designed for micro adjustability. That way you can enjoy a perfect fit every time. Anson Belt and Buckle. Find your perfect fit today.
Healthwise Pharmacy rounds the bases with all of your infusion, retail, compounding, and medical equipment needs. Locally owned and operated by pharmacist Marcy Parker, Healthwise has grown to be your most trusted provider for infusion services. Currently providing in-home or on-site infusions in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit Healthwise Pharmacy at 615B South Memorial Drive or call 252-295-0059 to speak to a patient service representative to find the option that best suits your needs.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation from a real person? Right. That's what's so nice about Phelps Chevrolet. After more than 50 years serving our community, Phelps remains family-owned and operated. Mike, Daryl, Wave, West, Alan, and Clay deliver hometown service and integrity, same as always. They share your experience, they share your values, and they are ready to help with any motoring need. Come get you one.
Tired of the 1-800 numbers advertising Medicare products? Flatlands Jessup has 6 offices all throughout Eastern North Carolina. Get face-to-face help from our local award-winning licensed team. Stop by today. Flatlands Jessup, your whole world covered.
APR for 36 months. Whether it's the new Outback, Crosstrek, or any other new Subaru, you'll always enjoy the best sales experience and service. Capital Subaru of Greenville on Memorial Drive, a proud official partner of the ECU Pirates.
Is your pharmacy fumbling when it comes to customer service, prescription fills, medical equipment, and enteral intravenous therapy? Perhaps it's time for you to allow Healthwise Pharmacy to score a touchdown in regards to your pharmaceutical needs. Locally owned and operated by pharmacist Marcy Parker, Healthwise Pharmacy puts you and your health first, offering top-of-the-line customer service, individual attention, and free prescription delivery to anywhere in Pitt County. Healthwise Pharmacy, 615B Memorial Drive in Greenville.
Beep, beep. Move over, Buttercup. We're back to the show.
We're back! And I love them.
This is the Patrick Johnson Show on 94.3 The Game.
All right, welcome back. It is time for our weekly visit with the head coach of the Pirates, Blake Harrell. It is our Healthwise Pharmacy, Harrell Huddle. Coach, what a night down in Conway, South Carolina last Saturday night. 38-0, complete domination. In all honesty, you and I were talking about this last night. The score could have been 60-0. You guys left a couple on the table there early, but overall, I know you got to be pretty pleased with how that went.
It was a fun night for sure, Henry, and just a good night to be a Pirate. And thank you all to the Pirate Nation showed out. That was pretty special at the end of the game there when their fans are all emptied the stadium and our fans are ECU chants and purple and gold chants, and still got it packed out and still around and being rowdy. So that was pretty awesome. Just a neat experience down there, and really good to get a win. But winning that fashion was pretty special.
And we get to follow it up with one of the biggest home games in many, many years with BYU coming to town, national television on Saturday night. We'll talk about that in a second. But let's go back and review a little bit of Coastal and talk to us about things that you're working on this week that you're trying to shore up. I know you're still somewhat concerned with the short running game.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job running the football in the second half, and we're getting better. I thought our perimeter blocking was better. And we're doing better things up front. We still, got to do a better job seeing the holes, seeing the crease with the backs, and just staying on our blocks up front. But we're getting there. We're getting better. And we ran for over 200 yards, which I think that's more like what our goal is and what we want to do. And we wore them down a little bit. So I think we're getting better. Still love to see it just kind of be total domination in the run game, but we're getting there for sure.
We're talking with ECU head football coach Blake Harrell. It's our Harrell Huddle for Healthwise Pharmacy. Great to have Coach with us here for our weekly visit, talking Pirate football. The defense, Coach, generates 5 turnovers, an interception in the red zone, a couple of actually 3 strip fumbles forced, and obviously the shutout, the first in 25 years. In fact, I was a senior in college the last time ECU got a shutout on the road. So that was a long time ago.
Was that like 1935? What year was that?
Yes, it was. It was in the 30s. Yes.
Yeah.
I tried to set him up last night and tell him he was a senior in high school, not in college. But yeah, I keep saying this, like a shutout is not just about the defense. It's about both sides of the football and the turnovers as well. Offensively, you get a lead on somebody, and that creates the other team to kind of be one-dimensional and makes them sit back there and have to drop back pass. They can't throw RPOs and run quick game and run the football. And defensively, I thought we did take the run game away from them fairly early and kind of made them one-dimensional, so it kind of allowed us to get, dots and pressures, and Coach Alder did a great job with that, and our defensive staff and, our defensive players did a good job getting after the quarterback. And, all night, like the offense doesn't put the defense in a bad situation. The special teams does their part, and just the field position was a game, area that we won and helped keep us out of trouble on all those things. And the one time they got in the red zone, Marley Riddle had a nice pick and continues to play well for us.
Blake Harrell, the head coach. Go ahead. I'm sorry, PJ. Keep going.
I'm sorry. Blake Harrell joining us here. Now, I'm just going to ask a little bit about the play of Mike Wright. Had a chance to talk to him at the coach's show the other night. Man, what an impressive person he is, a young man he is, to be in your program, and just a genuine person. He gets free for 18 yards, and he's a blur when he gets going.
Yeah, I think, the fan base and Pirate Nation and everybody else got to see exactly what we've seen from Mike Wright all camp, and just how explosive he is, how well he runs, and then outside of that, just what an outstanding young man he is. Certainly an asset to our program, more than just on the field, in the locker room, the support he has, and just the joy he brings to our football team. But I think you saw a glimpse of the other night of just what kind of weapon he can be down the road for us. We tried early on to kind of stick him in some packages, do some things with him, and I don't think we may have got to that a little bit early. We kind of went back and just tried to establish a base within our offense and get our base offense down pat before we kind of get back to some of those packages. But I think he can definitely be a weapon down the road for us.
Yeah, he was like a rock star over at Tiebreakers on Monday night. Everybody wanted their picture with him. He was walking around table telling jokes. He's quite a personality. I enjoyed meeting him myself.
I said, P.J. Conley better be careful that he's going to be running for mayor. We're no longer calling that the coach's show over at Tiebreakers. We call that the Mike Wright show.
Yeah, no kidding. Coach Harrell, there were some issues with the special teams down at Coastal. Had a blocked extra point. I know that I think at least one of the kickoffs went out of bounds, which you don't want.
Yeah.
And you had some blocks in the back, which is always the nightmare when you have a good return. So I guess you guys have been working on special teams this week, I'll bet.
We did a better job of cutting our penalties down. We only had 6 penalties of a night. And daggum, 3 of them come on special teams. A kick out of bounds, which we just got to hit a better ball there and don't try to place it. And sometimes you try to guide it. It's kind of like guiding a golf ball. Sometimes it's going to go the opposite direction you want it to go rather than just swing and rip it. And then on the punt return unit, we had 2, blocking the backs. And I told the guys, I said, you're giving great effort. We just got to make better choices and better decisions. And I said, Kyler Pearson's, definitely a asset back there. And, if we'll just continue to let him work and try to get some guys away and get some guys held up, he'll be an all-conference guy. And that's not just about one individual. That's about the unit there. So we just got to continue to get great effort, make some better decisions. And then on the field goal, that was just disappointing because you don't get points out of it. And Miles Parker goes to punch out he's the wing, goes to punch out on the edge rusher and gets stepped on by Panda, so gets his foot tangled up. He falls, and the edge rusher comes free and blocks the kick. So a little bit of mishap, but we got to get those things cleaned up and make sure that won't happen in a big game like this Saturday.
Talk about Caden Hauser's play. He looked like he's really hitting his stride the last 2 games. He is and really starting in the second half of the NC State game. Caden's playing at a very high level right now.
He's always showed you his arm talent and how he can throw the ball down the field and, thread a needle and make unique throws and all those type of things. But I think what you're seeing from Caden right now is he's in full control of the offense. He's a point guard back there dealing it out. I mean, we've got multiple runs and RPOs called the other night. And as soon as they bring a pressure, he knows exactly where to go with the football and get it out there and build on out there. And I thought, back when Holton played, that was what Holton was really good at. He would know exactly the defense and how to pick them apart. And Caden is to that level now as far as the RPO game. And, he still has the arm strength to throw it down the field and make all the throws. So he's in complete control and command of the offense, playing with a lot of confidence. And, if he can figure out exactly the pressures that BYU plan on bringing, I think he can have success doing that this Saturday as well.
We're talking to ECU head football coach Blake Harrell here on the program today. Coach, BYU coming to town, 2-0, did not play last week. Unlike Notre Dame, who's 0-2, they don't stay in the top 25. They drop out. But still a very good top 25 caliber football team coming to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium on Saturday night. Have had a pretty easy time their first 2 games. Portland State out of the FCS and then Stanford. They've also got a freshman quarterback in Bear Bachmeier who will wear number 47. Can't think of the last time I saw a quarterback with 47 on who didn't have a neck brace and was playing defense too. But he'll come in. And what have you seen from him on tape so far? Because this will be a really big spot for him coming into a great environment.
Yeah, you're talking about a 2-0 football team who's been in the top 25, and like you said, if they would have played last week, they'd still be in the top 25. And, in the preseason last spring, a lot of folks were talking about these guys being a playoff team and playoff contender, top 10. I think they lost a quarterback. They had a situation there as an out to the lane, and they're going with the freshman. So it's maybe changed some expectations up, but they're still a really good football team, and I think it starts with just their physicality and their size. That's the things that jump out on tape on both sides of the football, whether it's the O-line or the defense. Defensively, I think they've only given up 3 points all year. They had a shutout in game 1 and only 3 points to Stanford, and then I think only 100 yards a game is all they've given up this year. So really, really impressive there. And then the freshman quarterback, he's impressive. Doesn't necessarily look like a freshman out there. He's more impressive how he runs the football, takes care of it, and runs the offense than anything. But at the same time, they've been under no adversity all season. They've not had to play from behind or play in a close game or, had some struggles. And Bear's not really had to sit back there and be a quarterback. He's really been able to kind of max protect him, hand the ball off, or have some easy situations, easy conversions. So we got to make him be a quarterback. We got to make him play behind the sticks, play really well on first down, put him in second and third and long, and let the crowd noise of Dowdy-Ficklen and the energy from Pirate Nation kind of take over and affect him and affect the game.
Coach, of the trenches, that's where it seems like a game like this is going to be really important because they're quite physical on both sides of the ball, BYU.
I definitely agree. And, the 2 guys that kind of stand out to me, they're 2 linebackers. 17, Jack Kelly is a kid in there, is a transfer from Weber State. And then 16 as well is another big kid in there. Both are good size that can run. The O-line seems to be just huge, much like we saw it there in 22. And the tailback's a kid that's 220 pounds, runs the ball downhill hard. They'll run some outside zone offensively, and that's kind of his baby, and he definitely is really good at it. So got our work cut out for us. We got to do a good job of spreading them out. I do think we might run better than they do. Just if we can use the whole width of the field and make them run sideline to sideline, get them a little tired, and make them chase us a little bit, I think that would be our advantage.
All right, Coach. Well, it's going to be a big game. National television, ESPN2. It's become a little bit of an interesting series. This will be the fourth time we've played them since 2015. We lost to them the first one, and then we've won the last two. We beat them here in 17, and you won on that Andrew Conrad field goal out there in 2022. So, I don't think anybody's going to be intimidated, but it's going to be a big stage for your guys, and looking for a crowd. I was told last night somewhere around 43 to 46,000 people. We're almost going to have maybe a sellout. Who knows? But
that would be awesome.
Yeah, this is going to be big time stage on Saturday night. So I know you're excited.
No doubt, and that's what I told our players. Like, here's the reason you come to Pirate Nation. Here's the reason you come to Greenville, is to play in football games like this, and just what a special opportunity, not only for our program in East Carolina, but all of Greenville, all of Eastern North Carolina, to have a big college football game on national TV in Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, and just a chance for everyone in Pirate Nation just to show out.
All right, well, the best of luck. It's going to be a fun weekend. We're looking forward to it.
No doubt. Looking forward to it. Appreciate you guys having me on.
Thank you, Blake. Nice to have you on. Coach Blake Harrell and our Harrell Huddle, brought to you by Healthwise Pharmacy.
When we come back, we will hear from Mike Wright, an interview from Inside Pirate Athletics last night.
This is about you, your family, and the health of all who live in Eastern North Carolina. This is about the transformation of a health system into something more powerful and more human, about creating new ways to treat disease and keep you well. This is about ECU Health, which is to say, it's really all about you. ECU Health. Minds, hearts, purpose.
You have a choice when you invest in insurance, and when you choose First State Insurance Advisors, you're working with people you can trust. Clark Stallings has deep ties in the community. His team, including Keaton Smith, Regina Asby, Phil Leyva, Max Joyner Jr., Max Joyner III, and Ginger Smith, provides knowledgeable and professional advice. First State Insurance Advisors is an independent insurance agency. They offer all types of personal insurance as well as various types for business. Call or email First State Insurance Advisors today. We want to be your trusted choice agency.
At Parker's Barbecue, our family has been serving your family for 3 generations.
For that, we say thank you.
Blessing families every Thursday. Kids eat free all day. That's the Parker's way.
Legendary food served from our 3 locations. Always quick, always delicious. That's the Parker's way.
At Parker's, our mission is to impact our customers through Christ-like service in a way that feeds them both physically and spiritually. That is the Parker's way.
Acre Station Meat Farm, along with Lane Angus Beef, bring you Farm to Fork Beef.
Stock your freezers now with affordable beef boxes just in time for the grilling season.
Farm to Fork Beef brings quality local beef to your family. From your traditional butcher shop, Acre Station Meat Farm. Come on down to Acre Station Meat Farm and find out why we're #1 in fresh cuts and friendly service.
Acre Station Meat Farm, Highway 32 North, Pinetown.
Storm season is approaching. North Carolina weather can damage your roof, and before long, a small leak can turn into a big problem. Your home is one of your biggest investments, so protect it with Wells Home Improvements.
We work with all insurance companies for a hassle-free roof installation experience.
Call us today and get 10% off your roof installation when you mention this commercial.
252-227-8403 or visit us online at wellshomeimprovements.com. Wells Home Improvements. Local, honest, dependable.
Equipment Sales, we're proud to be your one-stop certified Takeuchi construction equipment dealer. Our knowledgeable staff is dedicated to building lasting relationships by providing solutions to your needs for new or used equipment, rentals, parts, and service. Our inventory includes Takeuchi excavators, track loaders, wheel loaders, along with a wide range of attachment options. In Ayden, Angier, or Youngsville, or check us out online at ccsequipment.com. And remember, at CCS Equipment, we believe we succeed when you succeed.
Guten Tag, this is meine Auto. Und this is meine key. And I only trust one place with meine key. Meineke Car Care. They are so transparent with e-inspection, which shows photos of the problem and the fix. Meineke is my favorite part of America. And my second favorite part? The cowboys and the horses. Remember, I only trust Meineke with Meineke, a one-stop shop for total car care.
At participating locations, Meineke locations are independently owned and operated.
Remember, get the podcast of the show on the IBX Media app or where you get your podcasts.
I listen on my Apple Watch. Smart speaker.
Listen while you work.
I listen everywhere.
The Patrick Johnson Show on 94.3 The Game.
Welcome, Mike Wright, to the show. We heard so many great things about. You might host this show, probably do a better job than I'm doing, but you could host this show one day because, I mean, there's guys say, well, he could be president if he wanted to be, or he could run a company, or he could do whatever. So you have quite a reputation. It precedes you here tonight. So, all right, so Atlanta.
Yep.
You've been to Nashville.
Yep.
You've been to Chicago.
Some people call it a world tour.
Oh, it's a world tour?
Yep.
And now Starkville?
Starkville.
Which is probably a little more comparable to Greenville.
It is. We ride horses instead of driving a car to where we're going to. So it's a little different. It's a little different in Atlanta and Chicago.
But now you're in Greenville. How do you like it?
I mean, I'm loving it. I mean, every single time that I come out, I get a chance to meet people that I actually get to see again. You know, when you're in these big cities and you shake somebody's hand, you'll never see him again. And you're like, all right, I don't have to remember his name, but I actually enjoy meeting everybody here. And as we were talking about earlier, this community really cares about ECU and they care about our football team. So it's really exciting and encouraging to go out there and go play football, knowing that everybody here is so in depth with it. So
you have not had the, if I have my research is correct, you've yet to kind of be on a club that got to a postseason bowl. So
right.
That was a big choice of coming to ECU.
Yeah, I think whenever you have a chance, and I've been a free agent, as some people call it, but you try to set yourself up in the best way possible, in the best situation possible. And so ECU as a program, Coach Harrell as a head coach, I mean, to be able to dive into a culture that's already winning and to be able to help these guys out in any way that I can, I mean, it was so hard not to come here, you know. So I mean, I've been loving every single second of it, and I mean, we're 3 weeks in, but I mean, we got a lot to go, and I'm excited for that journey.
Mike, your teammates that have been on this program with us talk all the time that you've given a lot of kind of speaking before the team and saying a lot of things. Where does that come from, and what are some of the messages you've had for your teammates?
Yeah, I think it really comes from who I am as a person. That's a testament to how I was raised. And I told the team before we started the season, for me, I have more excitement and I smile a whole lot more and I get super happy whenever I see my teammates succeed because I want my teammates to succeed more than I want myself to succeed. So, I mean, whenever those guys go out there and they show the world how talented they are and what I see every single day at practice, I mean, I'm smiling 24/7 because I'm watching these guys go out there and carry out their dreams. And so, I mean, that's why, I mean, I have to do what I have to do because I mean, I just love it.
Pretty fast. You showed that off at Coastal on Saturday night. That had to feel good, the 18-yard run.
It felt amazing. I mean, and plus, like you said, I'm really fast, and I think everybody knows that. So, in hindsight, my job is really, really easy. The only thing I have to do is run as fast as possible to the end zone. Don't let anybody touch me. But as you see on that run, nobody touched me. I mean, the O-line blocked their tails off.
Yeah.
Parker Jenkins blocked the corner all the way out the picture. The only thing I had to do was run fast and dance in the end zone and then get back on the sideline.
That's a great,
I mean, who wouldn't want to do that? I can run as fast as I can and go dance in the end zone. Come on.
So BYU's coming in?
Yeah.
And what are you seeing from them on film?
Yeah, well, BYU is a great team, so what an exciting opportunity that we have as a program. I mean, whenever you're playing big-time football, you want to play big-time teams. And so BYU presents an amazing challenge for us. I mean, they're really disciplined on defense. I mean, they have all the bells and whistles that you would want from a Big 12 team. So what an exciting opportunity for us to go out there and go play ECU football. And so it's really easy as a player to get caught up in the opponent. But what you do is you trust your coaching staff. I mean, JDB has one of the most creative minds in college football. So as a player, you just own into whatever your role is, do it to the best of your ability, and everything else will take care of itself. So
you have been in some pretty big environments during the course of your career, playing in the SEC, the Big Ten, and obviously a big crowd is expected and needed, frankly, on Saturday night with BYU coming to town. But your first taste of Dowdy Ficklin a couple of weeks ago, what'd you think?
I mean, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I mean, this community really cares about football, and you can tell that from the summer workouts to whenever we have any team events, and, I mean, even events like now. I mean, everybody's wearing their purple and gold here tonight at a restaurant and listen to me and you talk.
Yeah.
So, I mean, being out there in Dowdy and hearing our fans just cheer us on and staying all the way to the end. And, I mean, we talked about it earlier. Our fans in this community have also made this a big game. And so a testament to them on how much they care about what we're doing to make this game even a little bit more special. From the academic standpoint, you're here
Yes. Post-grad. What are you studying?
Yeah, so I've already actually finished my master's. I finished my master's at Northwestern. So right now I actually work. I work in corporate affairs for this company called Georgia Power down in Georgia.
Okay.
And I work in their sports division and handle all the accounts that we do for the Atlanta Braves, the Dream, the Falcons. And so whenever people tell me to leave football and say go get a job, I can actually just tell them, hey, I have a job. So I'm actually doing a little bit of both. You know, I'm not so much school at the given moment, but I'll put it this way. As old as I am, I'm learning a whole lot from them young guys in the locker room because they're putting me on to things that I've never even heard of. And so now I know how my parents felt whenever I walked in there with something new.
Caton Hauser, what's impressed you about him so far?
I've been really impressed. I mean, you talk about a guy who was turning into a veteran in his own way, a guy that I'm seeing grow as a leader just from the short time that I've been here, and a guy that's going to continue playing football for a very long time. As he goes is as we go as a team, and so it's really, really exciting to see his growth and to see what he can do out there on the field. And for me, it's the intangibles. It's the leadership he brings. It's the excitement he brings. It's his ability to make everybody around him better just based off of his presence. And so excited to see what he can do this weekend and on in the future, really.
And you played a little receiver, so maybe we'll see you there too.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, my role kind of changes each and every week. I mean, it might be wearing one glove, two gloves, two shoes. I mean, you don't know. Whenever you have a guy like JDB calling plays, I mean, you have no idea what we're going to do, and that's what makes our offense so special.
Can we get you back on the show sometime? We just need to do a whole hour with you later on.
Listen, if we're here at Tiebreakers and eating this great food, I'll come back anytime you want me to now.
All right, Mike Wright. He might be the greatest guest segment we've ever had with the players. We had some good ones. So.
They put those lemon pepper wings in my system. We can talk now.
Amazing. How great was that?
That was awesome, man. We got a chance to talk to him yesterday. And I know we're really not supposed to like have favorites, but it's funny. Demetrius and I were just sitting here listening to the interview, and I was talking to him, and I was like, "Look, all the guys are really respectful young men, but what it is they seem a little intimidated, which I could understand. People you don't know, sticking a camera and a microphone in front of your face and all this. But when you talk to Mike Wright, you feel like you grew up with the guy. You feel like you've known him since you were a little kid, and he's like your best friend, and that's how he treats you. I mean, he's awesome.
And he works a grown-up job now, in fact. He's an unbelievable guy, unbelievable individual. So I was glad he got into the end zone the other night, and I think we'll see a little more of Mike Wright as we go on. He could have a big factor in the game coming up on Saturday. All right, what do we got, Pilk? A couple minutes?
Minute
or
and a
are we about to go? Minute and a half? Okay. So thanks to Blake Harrell for the Harrell Huddle, brought to you by Healthwise Pharmacy. Thanks to the ECU Sports Network and the Mike Wright interview. Tomorrow, voice of the ACC and the Falcons, Wes Durham, will be on the program. That'll be the back half of the show tomorrow, so looking forward to that. Robert Redford also died today. Hollywood's ultimate leading man, The Natural, perhaps the greatest baseball movie.
Yeah.
That and Field of Dreams are the two greatest baseball movies of all time, I would think. 8 Man Out was pretty good, too.
Yeah. I always liked The Rookie a lot. I always put that in the same as those. Just there was something special about the guy actually making it to the majors.
A lot of people like The Sandlot.
Yeah.
But no, it was fantastic. The Robert Redford and The Natural. Fantastic. All right, Pilk, catch you tomorrow. We'll be back in the morning on Talk of the Town. Big Hen and myself. And then Pilk and I will be back here for the PJ Show tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone.